Sometimes silver linings come from circumstances you can't control. You walk into them and they happen. Sometimes you create your own dark clouds. So when you work in theater in New York City, the year is like a school year. It starts in September and goes through the Tonys in June. And the theater where I worked when I was 25 years old in New York City started each year with a pie-off. You know what a pie-off is, right? It's like a potluck dinner with a pie baking contest attached to it. I had never heard of such a thing, but that's okay, because I was new. I had started in August. The pie-off came in September, and I was still trying to get to know everyone, and I was still trying to impress everyone. So this was like the pie-off. That was going to be my moment. So Monday morning, the pie-off's on a Monday, because that's when the theater is closed. So Monday morning, the head of fundraising comes up to my desk and says, "Hey, Jamie." And I think, oh, I'm in already. He knows my name. Like, all right, awesome. He goes, "So did you bring a pie for tonight?" And I was like, "No, I didn't bring a pie. I mean, it was like potluck or pie." And he said, "You didn't bring a pie?" And I was like, "No." And I'm thinking like, okay, what do I say to him? How do I make it sound like I'm still like with the program and everything's fine? And even though I'm just bringing chips and salsa from the bodega on the corner, like I'm a team player. And I was like, no, I didn't bring a pie. And I start to launch into some made up excuse as to why I didn't bring a pie. And he goes, "Because the real reason is I hate gooey fruit. Like pie's gross." And then so I'm like thinking, okay, what do I say? And he goes, "Great, we need another judge." And that's how I became the person eating forkfuls of pie in front of 100 people I was trying to impress on a Monday night. And right in front of, like, there are literally 100 people facing me and 2 other judges, right, is my then boyfriend, now husband, laughing his ass off because all afternoon he's like calling me. We didn't text, we didn't have cell phones. He's like calling me at work going like, back out, like come up with an excuse, back out, you don't have to do this. And I was like, no, I think I have to do this. Like I'm trying to impress these people, I have to do this. My way of doing this was just drinking a lot of alcohol. And so drinking a lot of alcohol when you're trying to impress a room full of people that you're going to be working with for God knows how long, maybe not the best solution, maybe just creating this cloud over your head. And so I am so drunk. But you have to understand, it's gooey fruit. It's like gooey fruit for as far as the eye can see. And I'm like eating the gooey fruit and like downing beers and eating the gooey fruit. And I'm thinking this is like a disaster waiting to happen, right? I'm gonna vomit. I didn't. I'm gonna say something horrible. A couple times I did. I'm gonna make really horrible faces. My now husband can attest to that. But ultimately, I was shocked, like nothing horrible happened, and like everyone knew my name, right? Like I was Jamie, I was one of the pie judges, and I was super drunk and saying silly things, but it was actually okay. And so at the end of the night, still very drunk, my team, there are 4 of us, we huddle up because my boss, who is a lovely individual, for some reason had scheduled an 8 a.m. meeting the next morning. And we were all, the 4 of us, supposed to be there. Now, in the New York theater world, you work 10 to 6, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. I drank every night. I didn't have to be at work till 10. That night, that Monday night, I drank so much that getting to work at 10 a.m. was going to be unlikely, but getting to work at 8 a.m. was going to be nearly impossible. And so the 4 of us are sort of huddled in the corner before we're all dispersing into the night. He looks at me and he's like, "So I guess we don't all have to be in at 8 a.m. tomorrow? I mean, can one of you work the meeting with me?" And Sharon and I, 2 of us, lived in Brooklyn. And our boss and intern, John, lived in Manhattan, close to where our office was in Midtown. And so John, right, he's new too, right? The interns start in September, beginning of the year. And John's like, I'll work the meeting. I'll work the meeting. And I was like, thank God, because like there was no way I was going to work the meeting. And so I'm here to tell you that the silver lining of drinking way too much alcohol and eating more pie than you ever wanted to in your life on a Monday night is that on Tuesday, September 11th of 2001, I was in Brooklyn with my now husband instead of across the river, stranded, not knowing if I was ever going to make it home. Thank you.